second Dune book. I remember I was coping hard. That has to be a joke. He's trolling. He's trolling us right now.
No, I was like, no, it's not a joke. No, I know it's political phenotype.
So we open. And the lovely city of Yorith as well. This is where Lord Commander spends a lot of his time. And well, there's a central position across the continent. There's all traffic that has to pass through here. The massive planetary transit system taking people and goods to the different major cities, the spaceport and back. It's a city of beauty, a city of elegance. Also a place for many forms of entertainment. As well, this is just like a normal day for you, Amalia. You've been at court for several months now, enough to get the lay of the land, have a bit of an understanding, sort of. And well, today is a bit different. Supposedly, well, one of the first problems you identified when you were assigned here was, well, the lack of specialized, talented individuals. It seems that the Lord Commander has neglected many aspects pertaining to ruling. This is one of them. The Administrative Council has been, in fact, a revolving door until recently, as well. He is not the easiest person to work with either. But you are here, and as far as you understand, today they managed to bring in a new steward, someone to hopefully tackle the ever-increasing financial danger that the planet is dealing with, and the house, as well as many other smaller issues. They probably would have been informed of his resume. Several years of experience underneath Malenkov, working on plenty of the reconstruction projects across the planet. And well, he is also a native of Yorith, just like yourself. As such, you would have been given instructions to greet him when he arrives at the train station and sort of walk him through, help him accommodate. As you and several guards are waiting, as you will eventually see the train stop as people are being walked out, as Jeff, Mac, Mac, Red, what's this? I'm looking at your names.
Yeah? Oh, shit, you're right. One second.
Fuck, hold on.
I'm
Yeah.
loading the handgun right now.
See, I remember this time.
Safe change. There you go. I got it. Shoot her, not me. I did it.
I see.
As Jeff, well, for you this is a lovely day, a momentous occasion. Somebody finally looked at your talents, at your hard work for all these years, and offered you a, well, big opportunity. They were transparent with some of the difficulties and challenges you might be facing here, as well, there were several other courtiers before you that did, in fact, quit their job. Because, well, it doesn't really pay that much. You are paid about a quarter of what a normal person would get for this position. And that mostly covers your expenses, which are also deduced from that. So In fact, you are just running on the budget. But unlike the other people, you don't have the prestige necessary to gain function at a noble's court. And being employed by a major house that runs an entire planet, well, that is certainly gonna catch some eyes if you play your cards right. And if you serve here dutifully for a couple of years, well, transferring it will be quite easy. And, well, this is quite an important step in your career. And, well, the upside is you will get to assist one of the war heroes that killed the evil Benetalaxu that were trying to usurp control of Ashar and enslave its people. As you, with your bags, take off the train, you will see a detachment wearing the colors of House Elios waiting for you.
Mr. Bailey.
Greetings, I see you the welcoming committee. I'm not used to armed escorts.
Well, peace has been established. There is still much rebuilding that still has to be done.
Your name, my lady?
Amelia Black.
Well then, Miss Black, let's walk and talk. Are you a court official? Just from House Aelus, or are you from Europe?
Yes, yes, I am part of the court of Lord Commander. Something of a mobile court these days.
Yes, quite a few fires to put out, I imagine.
Yes. Been asked to show you around, introduce the place, though I suppose I should say reintroduce you. Stand you're a native of Europe.
I was forced to flee like many others. Moved to Heraklion, but it's nice to see that the city is actually back to its old self again.
She'll nod. The Lady Orpheus has done wonderful work, and Lord Aelios has been more than helpful in that.
Say this, Jeff. Not that it's been rebuilt, it's been expanded. It now has an entire new district that has been built underneath the lake. As well, there's nothing even remotely similar on Ashar. As many extravagant parties are hosted in its new underwater clubs.
You probably heard about it, but it's the first time actually seeing back his hometown.
Everything has been not just rebuilt, but heavily expanded. The Great Opera House now is much bigger and features floating platforms, allowing for, much more intricate stage plays and concerts. The city is booming with, unlike, and the weird thing for you, Jeff, unlike everywhere else in the planet, Olenkov is weirdly absent. This was all done, as far as you can understand, with Orpheus's own finances and, assisted by planet rulers, of course.
I say. Hopefully the rest of the planet will also rise up like a phoenix from the ashes of war.
Yorith is ahead of redevelopment. But while the scars still linger from the war, I think the administration's made good progress. Yeah, listen, she'll give him a quick show of some of the sites before she'll simply take him to a place where he can get settled in for the new job.
I think it's time for your first discipline roll, Delia. Difficulty. And a duty definitely applies to this one.
Alrighty. Discipline with duty. Right. I feel pretty good at this. Hey,
Yeah.
2 successes.
Right. Yeah. Let's. Well, you'll be walking. You'll sort of. Well, not be walking. You'll be unless you do want to walk. That is true. This is a very beautiful city. So if you want to take your time, there's nothing on the agenda right now. You have the entire day off.
Yeah, Jeff will ask like, if there's any official deeds that need to be done, ceremony, because he's not he's not used to your royal court affairs. If not, he wouldn't be opposed.
No, listen. She'd say, listen, we can walk. We can enjoy the sights a bit. I'm sure you're excited to settle into the new position, but well, I think you'll find that once you get settled in, you'll not have nearly as much time to enjoy the sights. I think you'll be very busy.
Well then, let's take advantage of this opportunity then to.
Well, listen. I will say that for as far as rumors and like news go, I think the Jihad is still very far away. I don't think many people have talked about it yet. So you probably would have heard some very vague information about it. I mean, that's about it. Because the Jihad technique has like the Emperor is in fact dead right now, but given your irrelevance on the universal stage, you are now not really affected by that.
Something big geopolitically has happened, but luckily I am here in Lebanon. It doesn't affect me.
I do live in Albania.
Yeah, no. Same, but a bit earlier for this Hikmat, you would have arrived on the planet, sent as an emissary, envoy to, well, establish contact, the local ruler, explain to him the situation. Of course, something of this magnitude cannot be left to third parties to misrepresent. They are sending the faithful to spread the word before the prophet even arrives. And you would have been, well, allowed through, as you would have been informed that you will receive a proper welcome in one of the cities. As the moment you land in the spaceport, first thing you will see that will completely baffle your senses is the massive body of water as far as the eye can see. And may have heard stories about it, but seeing it so much, almost unbelievable. As everyone is walking around like it's just normal. You won't have too much time to admire, as you will be coordinated onto this massive planetary transit system that will transport you to your destination. Eventually, as you arrive, well, not sure what you would expect. Guards, escort, something of that matter. Instead, you just see someone with like a thin piece of paper with your name on it, kind of like holding it very disinterested.
Well, at the very least, she would go towards them. Not sure. Mostly probably expecting like an ambush or something here, because it is a little bit odd, but...
Well, listen, there's people around. You're not like isolated.
Yeah,
there's people around, but he is looking kind of shady. Has like a hood up, looking at the ground. Like notices you approach. Says, "You're the Fremen, right?" Stupid question.
I am. I do appreciate you asking, though. Are you who I'm here to meet?
Well, I don't think you know your way around the city, so I'll be your guide for now, Miss.
Ah, Hickman.
Lovely to meet you. Right this way, Miss. Still kind of like.
What I'm... Yeah, go ahead.
Still kind of like gesture for you to walk with him.
What am I to call you?
Kind of like chuckles and says, servant of the people, if you will.
A very long title, but I will respect it regardless.
Oh, we'll figure it out. You can shorten it if you want.
At the very least, if it is something to be proud of, I do not wish to show any disrespect.
Oh no, it's you who are the guest of honor, although I was told you people don't appreciate too much ceremony, so trying to be as forward and candid as possible.
It is appreciated. There's so much here. Kind of looks around at all the buildings and things like that.
Yeah, and you'll see these sort of intricate canals dug into the streets as water is flowing underneath.
There's nothing held sacred here.
Oh, there's a couple of things, but I'm not sure if you would hold it sacred. Alcohol, I hold that sacred. That's maybe me personally.
I can understand that one. I think no matter what culture you come from, alcohol will have a special place for a number of people. Well, I'd be getting alcohol. That would make this a lot more fun.
Oh, absolutely. The purple wine of Ruvinum is it's a delectable treasure.
Well, I hope I get a chance to try some at the very least.
Well, I mean, if you're not too busy, could step in one of the bars here, grab a drink, relax. I don't think there's any agenda to do today.
As you are the servant of the people, I will follow your lead on this one. I'm in an unknown territory, and honestly, I hope it won't be entirely wasteful.
He'll nod. As we're kind of like, we'll find like, it's a very like, find like a smaller street, but with like a great view of this like massive structure in the distance. as he like gestures for you to sit down and we'll go get some drinks. Time, don't go anywhere.
She nods as she looks around more curiously.
See the occasional person go by. One of the smaller streets, but yeah, the architecture here is quite interesting. There is as you sort of walked to this place, you saw a lot of street performers doing all sorts of tricks and singing. There, even now, you can hear like sort of, but further down the street there is a man sort of playing an instrument. This seems like a place clearly dedicated to artists. As the man will return shortly with a bottle and two glasses, as he'll pour you one and pours one for himself. As you see, this like deep purple liquid.
She kind of.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, she kind of probably. I assume if this, she pours a drink, just sniffs it a bit before taking a sip.
I'll say, for new alliances.
To new alliances.
Yeah, you can taste the aroma of the drink. So, tell me a bit about yourself.
There's not much to tell. Is it a common to just talk fluff?
Well, I wasn't asking fluff. I was asking a serious question.
I am Hikmat. I come from my planet. You know of my people. I like
Not
fighting.
that much, actually. That's why I'm asking.
Well, I will say one thing for sure. We don't have this much amount of water or alcohol. This is quite a boon. My people take loyalty very seriously. Even more so now that Messiah has come for us. And at the very least, I do enjoy my relaxation.
Well, hopefully, be able to accommodate that, and maybe I'll ask for them to house you in one of the rooms with running water and on the balcony.
I'm not sure of how I'd feel about that. It seems so. It's treated so trivially here. Where I come from, water is sacred. It's everything.
Well, I wouldn't say trivially. After all, its beauty is admired. Its sound, relaxing. Its very presence nourishes so many life forms, as he like points to some of the like very like faintly glowing algae that are flowing underneath. At night, these illuminate the streets. Makes everything so much more beautiful.
At the very least, I can respect that. Water is life. And that sounds beautiful.
Maybe one of these days I'll take you to the clean fish.
I've been told that the fish here swim in the water and not the sand.
Yes,
Is that true?
indeed.
Oh, I would be very excited to see such things. But I do have a mission here. I can't spend my time too much on fun.
You know, that's a lot of what some of my advisors say. Amelia, as you're walking with like the guards and the newly appointed steward, showing him around town, you will just kind of, as you pass by one of the alleyways, you catch in your peripheral vision You're sure that's actually Scott just sitting at the table with what looks like like this foreign woman with deep blue eyes.
How dare you make him charming and likable, Grunt? This is actual character assassination for realsies, though.
Fail RP. I'm calling fail RP here.
I can't believe this. He's a man of the people. Like they like him. It's the nobles who dislike him mostly.
Listen. Mila knows that. She'll stop and she'll say, she'll actually say, can't believe he slipped out of the court again.
Who knows? Who did?
Do you want to meet your lord outside of the court and actually get to talk to him?
Jeff is with slightly stunned. Why not? I suppose. Is he here?
He's right at that table.
Glance over Jeff, and you will see him with a woman, which, given his reputation, not surprising.
I want to be impolite, but is it the time to interject for us?
Listen. The best time to talk to people candidly is when you catch them off guard. You'll learn that if you stay in the court long enough. Come, if he actually gets mad, you can blame it on me.
Jeff will fall.
Melia is in fact the longest employed courtier, about 6 months now.
Veteran. We're using Imperial Guard logic here. You survived 2 days, veteran.
I am a hardened veteran of the aliens court.
So the guards are very relaxed. Like, who is gonna even try to kill this man? Like, everyone likes him. Yeah, no. But you will see a bunch of people approaching because he's like kind of like with his back towards them, so he doesn't like notice them. As I'm not sure if there's any reaction.
I think she has her guard up, but she's more curious than anything else. I assume Amelia's eyes are directly on Scott at the very least.
Yeah, he's kind of like. You would be able to see them if he turned his head slightly, but he is clearly focused on you. As you will recognize the guards, though, do look like professional soldiers as they are approaching.
Well, they don't look too happy at the very least.
Kind of glance around and is like, Amelia, what's a coincidence that we meet over here?
My lord. I was merely showing your new steward the sights of the city. I figured, if I'm not imposing, I figured that this would be an opportune time for him to exchange his greetings.
Of course, please. You can have a seat and go request more glasses.
Yes, Jeff Bailey, it's an honor meeting you, sir.
Appreciate you coming to work for us. I hear I'm well recommended. Although I will warn you now, sir. Very tough job. A very thankless job either. Thankless job too.
It's like someone has to keep the wheels of turning. All of us have to. Besides, I don't exactly mind assisting the hero of a war hero.
No need for such titles.
Without you, my city probably would have been smoldering ruin, perhaps left under the rule of the face dancers.
I like wave his hands like, no. Anything? There was other people way more important than me in that fight. Just merely doing my duty. Like turns to a Hikmat and say, I am a bit of a horse. I want to
Are you?
fought in a couple of battles, defeated great foe, overthrew a tyrant.
That is quite a tale. I would love to hear it. I mean no offense, but I cannot imagine this place in the midst of war.
They did bomb it from space.
Ah, from the sky.
Yeah, they.
How did you survive?
Well, we weren't here then, but we arrived to help people evacuate the city. It was quite the bloody affair.
You must have brought great honor to your family then, at the very least. To not just survive, but also to help others.
They'll chuckle. It's like, I think my uncle would disagree, but well, sometimes the best compliments you can get is just the lack of critique.
At the very least, your people are doing well?
I think so. As well as anyone can be under the circumstances.
Ah. If it is not too much, I'm looking at her thinking, if it's not too much of a problem, I do have time for at least to ask if I may see your abilities as well. I didn't think there would be many warriors here.
Barely had a drink and you're already looking to wrestle with me? Looks
I promise that.
Sorry, go ahead.
So she said, I promise not to bring knives in the first combat.
He'll laugh it off. Look at Amelia's like, I am really popular these days, aren't I?
As Amelia will say, you do bring a personal charm to the administration that had been lacking previously.
Say, well, maybe my good friend says this sometimes. One glass is good to get things going. As he gets up, kind of takes off his cloak. Well, Hikmat, I did read that blades made out of, well, teeth that you have are quite a beauty to behold.
It is. It is not something that we commonly would show to newcomers as well.
Well, if you
Yes.
require a different weapon for the duel, kind of like gesture for one of the guards.
I have one of my own, if I may use it. Or, I could use one of your guards as well, if it makes it feel more safer.
You'll nod.
How would you wish to come to blows then? We could do it here, but I'm not sure if this will be, don't want to cause any trouble for the place here. I assume you have a place for battle?
No, not here at the very least. It's more of a place of where people come, laugh, get drunk, and have copious amounts of sex.
Ah, a communal place. I can understand that.
Yes, exactly. You don't fight there, so this is why because this is a smaller street, and we're not gonna cause too much problem. Fun, it's a bit of fun. You see him kind of gesture for one of the guards to give him a sword.
Yeah, she'll also take one, looking very excited actually.
Well then, shall we? It's like adopts a fighting stance.
Yeah, she nods. She will actually stop to wait to look at Amelia or Jeff, presumably waiting for them to give the go ahead.
Oh no, Amelia looks very interested in this. Like she's very much for this.
Jeff's like just kind of like looking at a bit curious and surprised.
Yeah, she will adopt a pose as well, waiting for the first blow.
I need to remind myself. By default, you roll 2 dice and then you can buy additional dice, right?
Yes.
Yes, with the momentum of that.
Yeah, 2 frets, 1 dice each.
All right. So yeah. Question is if I buy things for the NPCs, do I give you moment? I think I just spent threat.
Yes, when you upgrade an NPC's rolls, you just spend
Yeah.
threat.
How did you gain momentum? Oh, extra successes.
Extra successes and
Yeah.
buff.
Successes.
Oh,
Like
okay.
if I got 3 successes on that roll,
I
we have
see.
gotten 1 momentum.
Okay. I know we're spending some threat here.
Let's see if he's Alexei.
Is he that guy?
Yeah. Well, listen. Give me your roll. Give me holy shit. I listen. Just gonna post this because holy fuck, this is a funny first roll.
Is he him?
Is he that guy or is he
I
a
think
loser?
he is that guy, man.
I see.
You can beat that in theory. You can spend a bit of fret.
He
Uh,
also has a focus for this. I'll remind you.
Yeah, I have a focus.
sure.
What is it? Added +1 or anything like that? Or I can't forget what focus is.
No, focus just means that like if you roll under your skill or on it, you crit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The
Okie
crits
dokie.
I think are like give you like an extra, right?
Yes.
I believe so, right? Yeah.
Yeah, they count twice basically.
Yes.
As long as this is a long blade, which I assume.
I don't
Yes.
know, guys. I think Grunt was gaslighting me. I like this guy. I think Grunt was gaslighting me. He doesn't suck, actually.
So that he would have fucking 7 successes. Just roll.
Okay.
He's been
So
training with
the-
Alexei, man.
That's true. Yeah, to get a school.
Listen,
So I do the drive, the skill, and do I put the focus at all, or do I just leave that blank?
No, you can have the focus.
Okay, gotcha. I will roll the pool size is 2, right?
Yes. I don't think
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you're buying any threat.
No, not for now. Not for this
you
yet.
can beat that if you buy Vajra. See, that's a good roll.
Yeah, too bad he rolled like God, so I was like, I'm gonna spend some threat to make sure like this is like a good showing off. Like I don't know. Yeah, Hikmat, you listen, you're a good fighter. You're a no slouch, but this man, you see him move. It's so bizarre. It's like it seems he knows everything you're gonna do before you do it. As in the split of like 2 seconds, he does disarm you, and then also kind of sweeps your legs from underneath you. But instead of like you falling on the ground, he like catches you and sort of winks. I don't want you
Was
to.
that-
I don't want you to get some dust on you, my lady.
I'm not afraid of a little dirt here. At the very least, she kind of like backs up.
Yeah,
She actually looks.
He'll help you up and say, "I'll be ashamed to tarnish your complexion."
Of course, of course. Can I go for a?
Gonna say Amelia will cut in. Perhaps you should have warned you, my lady, that he has trained with Guinness swordsmen.
I've heard of them before. Well, at the very least, it's good to know. I was thought this would be a disappointing trip, but at the very least, this has been, well, quite a eye opener, as they say. Should we call it right here?
He'll kind of smile and say, "Certainly, my eyes are open. I hope this humble demonstration prove that I am not some defenseless little child. Listen, I'm not even the best fighter around. think I'm in the.
Ah,
I think I rank higher than I did last year, but definitely nowhere near the top. We have we have. He's not here in the city, but we do have an actual Gina swords master that would put me to shame. And well, then there's Alexei, but well, twice a bit unorthodoxly.
if it isn't too much trouble for them, I would love to meet them at the very least.
Send out a message. Alexei will be here in like a few days at most. Gonna make some excuse to his wife.
Very well. Is his wife also a warrior?
Of a different kind, yes. The sort of warrior
nods
you
at that.
cannot really defeat just with your blade. You have to defeat with your wit.
I know there are many types of battles, and I don't think I'll be able to beat her in that one if that's the case.
Don't worry, she doesn't stop by here that often. There's an entire city to run. Poor woman.
Well, at the very least, I'm very excited about everything here. Servant of the people, what exactly shall I be staying? I know I'm supposed to.
I have a palace.
I think
I
I
don't
have an
think
idea
I've-
what that looks like.
I don't think I've properly introduced myself. My name is Scott Elios, Lord Commander of Ashar.
Has Hikmet heard anything about Alos at all when she got here? Did she know anything about this place outside of you had to come here and do your job essentially?
Well, you know, these guys are the planetary rulers. He's the guy you're here to like establish communications with. And other than that, I don't think problems you don't you I don't think you would have been told much. If you want, you can give me an understand roll. It's like a difficulty 3 because like holy shit, this is a place.
Yeah, I'll still roll. I don't think she's gonna get it, but still. Yeah.
Still 2 successes. Listen. While you haven't heard much, like specific details, you know that there's a weird thing about them. They basically, unlike other noble houses who tend to have more sort of established backgrounds, they are very new to the scene. In fact, they only came scene less than a decade ago, and well, to go in a span of a decade from no one to planetary rulers, that's an insane feat. And well, as far as you understand, they were the sort of leading party in the war for the planet, which they won.
Gotcha. Then I have shaved myself, as she will spit on the ground, I believe as well. I have not shown you the proper respect.
See, kind of like looks at that a bit weirdly, but like smiles back and says, "That's what. Listen, I wanted to get to know you. That was true. I heard you again. Like I said, I heard your people are more straightforward. So I thought, as he looks back at the spy master, standing on ceremony with a Fremen seems a bit redundant.
It would have wasted much time. So I do appreciate that at the very least. You have introduced yourself and shown me your skills, so I can respect that.
Kind of look at again at you, Amelia, looking very smug about himself. What can I say? I make friends wherever I go. Now, shall we enjoy some more drinks, or are you gonna drag me back to court with official business?
As Amelia will say, I'm not aware of any official business that's on the docket right now.
Thank God I managed to steal your schedule.
Well, I should paraphrase that. There's no official business that involves me right now, which means I don't care about it.
This is wonderful. Like sits back down and says, he like gestures one of the guards. Says, "My good man, bring several more glasses for everyone here. I'd like to hear more about this Uno of yours." As he like turns to you, Hikmat, and
Roll
Well-
credits.
will ask some general questions. Like he will ask about he will eventually like, why did you spit on the ground?
Ah, I am sharing my water with yours. I'm showing proper respect at the very least. It may, I realize now that it may be not the same for your people, but to give one's water so carelessly shows how much esteem I put you in.
Interesting.
Word of advice. Most nobles will not take your openness as what you mean it to be.
I see. I've heard of such things here, that you people speak in two different languages with each other.
Don't worry about that. Listen, if anyone gives you trouble, you just tell it to me or one of my people, and I'll make a public announcement properly through the official channels, letting them know who you are. Yeah, come on, you're making us look bad. What do you mean? Listen, you think Alexia would mind? Cassia, I don't think would care too much. In fact, she probably knows already a lot about their culture.
No. I don't think Alexia, Cassia, or the members of House Kiss would mind. I think they have a. But I do think.
I don't care about the old man. Listen. And when he says that, that is in fact that's the very, very powerful house.
I'm merely offering advice. Listen, she's here on a diplomatic mission, and I don't want her to come to a situation where she is possibly unexperienced and make mistakes that other people, less kind people than yourself or the lovely Cassia, would interpret much more negatively.
What if I start spitting at their... You know, like, then they'll be forced to ask me questions, and I'll explain to them this custom, and...
Your Amelia speaks true, though. I am here in a new world. I should at least learn how to navigate it. Like another battle, I must be prepared.
Fine, have it your way.
You are his advisor, and
Admittedly, it would be quite funny if you spit at Lord Beatrice's feet. That would be quite funny, admittedly.
I will
But
take
yes,
it in...
yes, I am an advisor in his court. Yes.
Well then, she gives like a nod to you as well. I will try to make sure not to cause embarrassment for myself and those I represent as well. Thank you for your insight. I will be honest, I'm a bit out of my... This is not familiar to me, most of this. But it's a time for new beginnings, as one does.
She lifts up the glass. Well, you've picked a wonderful planet to come to make new beginnings. As for the past 8 years, has been a planet of new beginnings.
If
Yeah.
it, oh, go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead.
So if it may not cause offense, I would like to ask about this battle, this war. There's not much on the way of information, so how does one survive when bombs fall from the sky? We have our ways, but
Well, you're generally not there when they do.
I was lucky enough to be several blocks away when the ordnance came down.
And what of you? She kind of looks at Jeff when she says that.
Much the same. It was I left to simply live away from the less important places. So I was supposed to make my way out.
At the very least, you are all survivors.
Times were tough, but we all pulled through.
And you were able to rebuild. And make something again.
The lady in charge of the city has a lot of lucrative connection. Many wealthy people. Able to secure enough wealth to not just rebuild this place, but make it better than it was before. One of these days, I'll take you to one of the opera shows.
Well, at the very least, I wish to learn as much as I can, and it is a blessing. My people do not have such resources or the ability to rebuild. Not when we were under the thumb of the Harkonnen. Hopefully, with this new age, we all get a chance to see paradise.
If you don't mind me asking, events across the galaxy are far away, and the news travels sporadically and sparsely. What exactly has happened?
Madib, Lisa Al-Gaib, he has finally shown himself to us, come to us in our greatest hour and led us to battle, led us to conquest. And with him, he will bring back the trees to our home, bring water. It is only through him that I was able to even step out of my planet, my home. He, I hope this is not rude. He has killed the Harkonnens, ensured that they would never, hopefully, become a problem for us again. And also, I believe he killed the one in charge. Emperor is the word you use for him, for your leader.
Yeah, we did get the news about that one.
It was a battle, if nothing else. I am honored to have taken part in it, and finally have a chance to take back what belongs to us. And through him, says all will hopefully find a home, and all will be able to share in paradise.
Listen, our Celios always supplied plenty of armaments to the rebel forces during your time fighting the Harkonnens. So, I suppose this is just a normal extension of our already existing friendship.
Yes, friendship is important in these coming days. It is best to know who are your friends and who are your foes.
Absolutely.
And like I said, we only wish for, hopefully for understanding, and hopefully for camaraderie. We owe you a great deal then, if you've always been shown such kindness with us.
You'll smile and nod. Why we are here? Help each other out.
Yes, of course. As she kind of nods and takes another drink of this alcohol that he's given her.
Oh. Just as Azog could rise from the ashes of war and suffering, hope that Rackus, correct, can do the same.
Yes. Hopefully something can bloom there. I hope I can see it when it does.
Yes. If I could ask, your leader, he has claimed Arrakis, he has killed the Emperor. I assume that means he's also defeated the Sardaukar in the field. What does he plan next?
I do not know all that he sees. I cannot understand such a being. But from his words, he will spread us across the skies. So we may find a home and raise his flag. Honor him. I believe now it is just to be the first harbingers, I guess, and spread the word. Friend or foe?
Mila will nod. Seeks to claim the throne. Makes sense. Well, if he controls Arrakis, he might as well already have the throne.
Yes. At the very least, my home has always been a place of contention, I know, amongst your people. And he plans to give that back to us.
For you, spice is it's common as air, but here it's almost unheard of. Very few people have access to it.
We were told our spice is used for, I believe, your air travel or your space travel, which is why they have excused such butchery done to us.
Space travel, medicine, many uses. Yes, well, you would be correct.
I can understand. Well, I can't really understand. Do not wish to be rude. But you take more than you need, and even more still.
Well, I don't take anything. You can notice my eyes have no coloration and not even my Bene Gesserit.
Well, that is good. That means will be a friendly conversation.
Listen, Amelia will kind of swirl the alcohol, and she'll say, "Oh, can you tell me a bit more about the Fremen? I'm afraid, well, Arrakis is well known. Your people, sadly, I feel, have been quite ignored."
That is true. There's not much. This list is short, I will say, but I know here it is hard to believe, but water is sacred. It is not something one can find, not on Arrakis. Everything that we have, we must fight for. Everything that we own has to be earned. We have our ways and our gods, and we have our Shalud as well. Though I believe the Harkonnens call them worms, without understanding exactly what they are. But we aren't always about fighting, surviving. We have our people, our families, our loved ones. We cry, we celebrate. We try to remember the old ways and the old songs. Everything that we have, we can share amongst each other. Because no one can survive the desert alone. And it does take the weak.
Imagine your people must have quite the oral tradition then.
Yes. We speak the stories, we try to preserve what we can, and try to remember that there is still hope, which has been rewarded, finally.
Oh, I think you will enjoy the opera then. You know, the opera plays and such are, from what I understand, just natural outgrowths of oral traditions. Tales passed down, written, retold.
I think I will. Looking at one's stories and tales is another way to learn a person. Outside of fighting, of course.
Yes. Perhaps when things are settled and and your lord has, well, and peace has been established, perhaps the Fremen can make their own plays, their own operas, tell their tales to a galaxy that has ignored them. So,
Yes. And when we sing, the whole world will hear our voices. It is a lovely thought, and hope, again, I wish to see it too.
Then the rumors are though true. He did marry the Emperor's daughter.
Yes, I do not know her name. I was not there when the battle was, the combat was done, but he demanded for her hand, I believe, as was his right. And she said yes, as was hers.
ensuring some form of continuity for House Kuno would do much in the way of bringing some of his supporters over to him.
And like he does look a bit like sort of lost in thought, or he'll stay. Well, I suppose then war is inevitable.
All things must be won and fought. It just depends, again, if you are friend or foe.
Yeah, I don't doubt your Messiah's abilities, or yours for that matter. But with the Emperor gone, does mean that there's no one left to police the other people, armies.
Yes, I believe, well, we all knew war was coming, at least for our people. And we are willing to fight, well, tooth and nail for it. I assume your people will not be understanding of the new world that they live in now. Or, forgive me, those who have not seen and understood.
The commoners don't even... You think they care? Don't. Care about the day-to-day lives, crops. They care about their neighbors, maybe their ruling lord, emperors, and wars fought between galaxies. Too big.
Yeah. Then the answer is a very simple one, then. With agreements, I believe their lives will be disrupted. There's no need for such, well, to your peaceful place.
I wish everyone was as pleasant thought as you. Alas, people are bandits as well as they are farmers. Musician will craft a song that will move your heart to tears, but somebody else will take out a knife and rob you, or unless you're able to defend yourself.
An apology.
Sadly, your Messiah will find that there are many people in this galaxy who've not actually had to experience what war is like, who will gladly fight for nothing, fight to preserve nothing, fight simply because they're being told to give something up.
That is a pity, then. But that is their right. Even fighting itself is proof enough that they have some form of pride. I do not expect the world to roll over in this new age. And they must be prepared for what comes with that answer as well.
Speaking of Jeff, you're the new steward, right? That's what you said.
Yes, my lord.
Well, starting tomorrow, I think I have a task for you. I want you to look at the balance sheets and increase the allowance for the military budget by 50%. It shouldn't be too difficult, I'm sure, for a man of your talent.
That's just a scanner. I mean, of course, my lord.
Wonderful.
Even though, may I ask, there was, perhaps increasing the budget by such an amount is a bit of a big jump. But
Well, as the lovely lady has just confirmed, the Emperor has in fact been killed. And it seems that the Sardaukar are no longer around. So, shall we send a message to whom exactly when we have the first invasion fleet at our doorstep?
Jeff, if anyone gives you any troubles based on your recent arrival, speak to me. I can find ways of making them more amenable.
Good point. That's a good point.
let's
Sure.
we'll continue. Like,
You're
Oh,
good
continue
with
first.
people. You're good with people, Amelia. And
Yes, yeah, Amelia will nod and smile. I do
and,
try my best.
and you, Hikmat, you appreciate warriors, true, honorable warriors, right?
I do. It's a rare thing I've learned, but it is something I always find, yes.
Wonderful. I'm gonna set up a transport for you in a few days. I feel, Jeff, no longer 50% increase. It's a mere 15%. Well, as you two will be able to hopefully recruit several more people for the planetary force. See,
Kind of.
I'll give more details at a later date. As he looks at you, Amelia, I think House Artorias has stood in isolation for too long.
Amelia will merely swill the wine glass. Tough nut to crack, but I can do it.
How will this help me in the long run?
Oh. Hikmat, think about it. Think about it. I know this is quite an isolated region, but do you merely want the acquiescence of a house, or do you want a house that has... Do you want a house in a planet that has not only the firm belief in your people's friendship, but the ability to help them as well?
I see.
I get
understand.
ousted from power. The next guy who takes over might not be so open to talking with you and to your leader.
I see. I understand then. I will follow your lead then in this one.
You do actually know about their defect, because it's been like an
Oh, it's a
actual
public thing.
controversial thing. Like
Oh,
exempting them
God.
from like all fucking taxes and like.
Listen, they're about. Listen, I have a feeling in the next few years they're gonna pay their taxes in fucking blood.
Like everything I posted in that document is like public knowledge.
Okay, gotcha. Understood.
They're gonna pay those taxes in blood, man.
When do we begin this transport then?
Wanna go right now? Haven't barely arrived. Haven't even seen the underground, not the underwater clubs.
No,
Ah,
you should truly see it. And besides, I absolutely need to get things prepared before I go. So you have time. You should relax a bit.
very well. I shall relax and trust your lead in this one. Underground clubs. What exactly do they do there?
Well, you know what? It's better to show you than to tell. Get up. Come on, it's all. Listen, Jeff, I don't think you have anything on your agenda today either, so join us. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, Hickmet gets up.
Jeff will follow his lord.
Nearly will finish the wine, the wine in the glass, then go.
As yes, you're able to. You follow him through the streets as you eventually descend down this large spiral staircase. As listen, Mac, there's people out here willing to help you out. Don't you worry. Don't you worry.
Amelia could have gotten you so much blackmail. She could have got that to be 75%.
As yeah, no, Hikmat, you will see these glass walls as you descend underneath the water, as you see all sorts of small fish swim around and move. The sort of clear lake water allows you to see quite a distance. As even down below there are no lights, everything is illuminated by the algae themselves. As yeah, there's people around here as well. They seem to be having fun. As we'll walk into large area. There's music playing. There's people dancing. As Scott will kind of like glances in the direction and then turns to you all, says, "You're gonna be able to show our friend around if you'll excuse me." Duty calls as he'll head in a direction. As well, Amelia, you will see Cassia as they're chatting with a couple of like other courtiers.
The actual lady of the planet.
Can't believe it's slander.
It's in the front page news. What do you mean, slander?
It's only slander if it's spoken.
Yeah.
Amelia means that as a compliment. Amelia has conflicting opinions about Cassia. On one hand, I imagine like Dorian and Hades were like, "Yeah, be careful," or Dorian and other people are like, "Be careful around her." But at the same time, it's like, damn, God, she rebuilt my home pretty fucking great.
She is very popular with her people. The problem is, not only is she like the sort who rebuilt the home, she even before it was destroyed, she had a reputation of supporting small businesses and artists and like being very actively involved with the local scene when it came to the arts. As yeah.
Let me show you. Let me show you two around then.
Yeah, Hickmet follows, probably glancing at the ceiling with awe.
Yeah, you are in fact completely surrounded on both sides by water and marine life. As the people here are just, again, relaxing, enjoying the atmosphere, the music.
Listen, I think that's impressive. Maybe we can arrange for you to, maybe we could arrange for you to go out in one of the algae harvesters. You can see the ocean. You know, most of the planet's ocean.
Ah, I still can't wrap my mind around it. As far as I can see, I've heard. Doesn't even have an end.
If you go far enough, you'll eventually reach the other side of the continent.
Truly, truly, we're all blessed to have such things so easily. It's also, it's a bit sad as well, I think. To have something so easily given means you don't understand its value over time. Easy to forget.
I shall, Miller will actually say, oh, we learned during the war. All the water in the world doesn't matter if the rail lines you need to carry drinkable water are broken.
Hmm.
Imagine that. All the water in the world and people still die of thirst.
I will say that one of the sort of more dire consequences of several clearly like sabotage events during the fighting did poison some of the ecosystems and like mess them up really badly, which is why like the algae harvesters have in fact been scaled down significantly, and House Vodnik has in fact sort of now um artificial fish farms. They basically created like a new species of fish who they've spliced fish with algae genes, and now the fish do photosynthesis, so they require much less food, and they're like farming them instead.
Yeah, Samila will actually continue. Not to mention, you're seeing what it looks like now. The Benetalaxu were, well, as their grip loosened here, they made it very clear that their policy was if they couldn't have Azar. No one would have Azar if they had their way. Had to do a lot of rebuilding, not just of cities, of buildings and people, but the very land and the very waters.
Ah, then you have my sympathies. To go through such starvation and suffering at the very least as well. Well, it is a testament. You are a strong people. I'm happy I've came here. I'm learning a lot. And this is truly, I think, a story worth preserving.
Just wait till you actually meet Alexei. I'll be honest, if I wasn't assured by people I trust absolutely, I'd assume half the stories about him must have been fabrications, propaganda during the war. That man is, from the sounds of the stories, that man is actually the stuff myth is made out of.
And I am more intrigued as we go along then. That is exciting news. All people need their heroes, more so when they speak truth of it. And I do look forward to crossing my blade with his. If nothing else, just a test the metal.
And if you look at the story of the war and what came after, there were a lot of heroes. Some were like Lord Vodnik and the current Lord Aelios, commanders on the field, and more. Also had others who, the late Lord Aelios, and if you ever read the stories about the Lord Hades and his mobile spy work, I don't think those get nearly as much attention as the other tales do, but it was a war filled with many individual stories of valor and cunning.
Well, if you have time, I would love to hear them. It is something I think worth hearing, worth preserving and hearing. To have so many and see the resources that brought this place. I think, yes. I think my people were interested in knowing about such things.
Be sure to tell you them.
Yeah, she nods as she continues to follow Amelia along.
Yeah, listen, Scott will be otherwise clearly occupied. Unless you want to approach him instead. I mean, you can. This is a very public and very informal setting.
I think there's nothing more for Jeff to discuss other than I'm happy that it's no longer the 50%.
Calculating the math.
Yeah,
Fucking
probably.
nuke the budget. There's 50 and so insane how about 50 nuke the budget.
But yeah, as you'll spend most of the afternoon walking through this large district called the Naiad, as you get to explore its many areas, as it is not everywhere is as open. There are places where they're clearly trying to build up an air of mystique, different forms of entertainment. As eventually, as evening approaches, you will head back to the noble palace. As you will, Amelia, you will show both of them to their quarters, located the palace. So as you'll sort of get to sort of settle in. Very large and well, luxurious rooms. These immense balconies that provide a wide and open view of the city. And now that night has fallen, well, Hikmat, did indeed the light from the algae does like bounce around quite artistically, as they also use mirrors and reflections to prolong its effect and shape it and alter it. Yeah, no, you hear there are fountains around, so it is very, again, unbelievable to you.
Yeah, she's probably saying her whatever rituals she would have, basically. Dear Lord.
As Amelia, you'll presumably retire eventually as well. Home quarters.
Yes.
As I think I need another one of those roll. Some understand with truth.
Understand with truth, you say? Would deductive reasoning apply here at all?
Yeah, no, absolutely. Too difficult.
Alrighty. One success.
As well, you will you're kind of heading back to your own. We'll see. The Lord Commander is around house.
Listen. I think she would covertly redirect herself. I think she would be quite interested in what he's doing.
Yeah, as you'll follow him around. Turn around the you will in fact just see, because like you follow him around and it's not that difficult now. Fortunately for you, other people. So, you're gonna give me I need that espionage roll.
Discipline.
Yeah. Could just use the determination.
Yes, absolutely. I have two of them for a reason, Grant. I will spend the determination to just succeed,
Yeah.
but gain no momentum.
Yeah. So as you stalk him quietly and manage to keep your presence on notice, we'll see him sort of sneak into a room. Just like random guest room. Now the question is, are you gonna try and look inside? Are you gonna try and like listen for anything?
Well, listen, what the fuck would be the point of following him if I'm not gonna try to find out what's in there? Ah, damn, a door. So yeah, listen, Amelia will try to listen to take a peek.
You will can you will just kind of very faintly you'll kind of hear him talking as he like clearly hear like the bed noise as he like sort of like almost like lays down rather roughly in it. As you hear a voice behind you. Turn around and it's a womanly voice. There's a excuse me. You will enter face to face with well, his wife, Thea. I will say this, in the room, Scott was clearly talking to someone. It's just you didn't hear them respond unless he was talking to himself, but that seems unlikely.
Lady Alios. Listen, she'll give the bow. She'll say, "My apologies. Saw somebody skulking around, and my curiosity was piqued."
She'll smile politely. You seen my husband by any chance? Been trying to talk to him the whole day.
I'm conflicted. That would be a really funny thing to do.
Listen, listen. Do the funny thing.
You're so right, Grant. I should do the funny thing. Smila would say, "Well, I actually think he is. I actually think he's in here." As it turns out, I overheard him. He was actually one skulking about.
It's like a bit of a annoyed smile. Let's see now. Okay, well, you are dismissed unless you want to hear me in a bit of an argument.
No, I don't believe I would like that. Have as good of a night as you can, Lady Alios.
I will try my best as she'll walk in, and you just hear him say, Thea, what are you doing?
Amelia's absolutely sticking around to get the tea, man. She
Yeah.
might back away from the door a bit because if it's clearly like they're the. But yeah, she's sticking around to get the tea.
There's definitely like a bit of an argument. Now I'm gonna need, holy shit. I'm gonna need an understand roll. This is gonna be a fucking double check the difficulty chart. Bad word. Yeah, give me. It's a difficulty 4. Like this is like a no.
Ah. Would the table perhaps allow me a smidgen of momentum and
Of
threat?
course, of course, of
Spill
course.
the tea, sis.
Yeah, how much threat are
So
you
yeah,
gonna lay?
I'll spend one momentum and like one threat, which I think gets me up to 4 dice, right?
I don't think you get. I don't think you get momentum when you use determination.
Oh, I thought we saw it with two momentum.
No, we start with 6 threat, 0 momentum actually.
Oh, I thought you said we were keeping the house rule.
No, we never started with 2 momentum. We always started with 2 threat. That was me misremembering. No, the house rule is you get to keep momentum from scene to scene.
Listen, I'm drunk right now. Don't judge me.
You can buy 2 dice.
It's a free threat,
It's
buddy.
nearly the end of the
You
session.
know, I
What can
just seem
happen?
to remember Red fucking me and like buying like 17 bajillion fucking threat once.
Yes, I'm not gonna
remember
stop
that.
you. Go
I
for it,
should.
definitely.
I should. How much? Listen, I should. How much that do we have? 6.
No, you have 3 right now. So if you buy 3,
Yeah, 3. You know, I'll roll 5 dice. Yeah.
5. There you go.
Listen, something, rock in your fucking pocket. I don't know. All right. 3 successes.
Don't you have bold to reroll?
Wait, do I? No, bold is with communicate though. Bold is with communicate.
Yeah.
Clearly, I needed that. I needed that threat. 2 of my successes were on 2 of the threat dice. I needed that threat.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So it's still 3 out of 4. So no, it definitely. It's definitely. It's a bit of an argument, of a fight, as well. The voice of Cassia will also be able to be heard. I think you probably like. I don't think that she was supposed to see this. As the argument will sort of go up and then go down, and well, they're about to burst out the door. So I think that's the moment where you probably want to like.
Face a hasty retreat.
Yeah, as you'll hear the doors kind of get like thrown open before like you see the wife just like leave. And somebody will just close them back.
No, why let that interrupt the good night?
Waste not.
It's already,
Waste
she
not.
already knows it's the point now.
Let me cheer up my man here. Don't worry, honey. I care for you, unlike your.
Listen. I have a genuine question because Amelia's been here for 6 months. You said.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Would Amelia been under the understanding, like, because everyone knows Cassia and like Scott are fucking.
Yeah.
Because I imagine in my head that Amelia was on the understanding that, well, the wife knows, and even if she's not okay with it, like, it's an understanding. This seems to be like much angrier response than like Amelia was expecting.
Well, apparently he was supposed to have he wasn't actually just free for today. He did just shirk his responsibilities to go hang out in town with
Dorian.
the Fremen, and then like go hang out with his mistress at the club, and now he's with the mistress in bed.
Dorian, we have the wedge. Dorian, we have the wedge.
Yeah, no, the argument was about him, seriously, like, this again?
In my bed.
Oh.
You couldn't even get a room.
It's fine, it's a guest room. We're not that.
Get through.
Get in my house.
Admittedly, Lady Aelios, in his defense, a super Stalin met with Mecha Hitler has in fact started his global war. In his defense.
But yeah, no. So unless Amelia has some voyeuristic tendencies, you pretty much have an idea of what's gonna happen next.
No, I don't think she has. I don't think she needs confirmation that they're fucking.
No, what I mean by that, Zaz, is that they're gonna have a very loud makeout session, of course.
Oh God, you're so right. How much of a person could I be to mistake that?
He's gonna climb up a couple of walls first.
In the words of a great Charlie Sheen, they're gonna read fairy books to each other. That's what you do in a threesome. You see, one of them sits in a chair and reads the book.
Yeah. And well, some of you will have a more full night. Some of you, I guess, have things to think about. But no, I'll say this, Amelia. There's never been this was a bigger fight. Some fights, because the problem is she and him argue every now and then because she's much more like dutiful than him. She runs a lot of the things for him a lot of the time, especially when it comes to sort of just kind of like formality meetings, where it's not like high stakes, but people kind of are a bit insulted he doesn't show up. They're like, what the fuck, am I not important here? So she has to placate a lot of egos. But as morning arrives, you will all be awakened by a general sort of state of alarm throughout the palace, as there are plenty of servants running around, and seems to be quite something has happened. As I get to spend all of that night threat.
Grant. Look me in the eye. Tell me that if you're saying you're spending that threat, and I appreciate it. You don't have to. We all knew that they were going to die anyways. I appreciate you pretending to spending that threat. But they were. Look me in the eye.
Like doing that sort of thing. I would have never.
Shut up, Zach, before he takes back the threat.
No, I don't need no fucking. Listen, we don't need no XP handouts. No.
Let us put the front of the fucking canon event.
That's well, you'll ask around. Will be given the news, the other tragic news that, well, apparently sometime last night, during one of their large concerts. Human. The entire theater was leveled as this massive explosion took place and destroyed half the academy with it. And now in the morning they were able to confirm that Lady Kairos, Lord Kairos, and plenty of members of their retinue have perished in the explosion. And people are now running around because they can't find Lord Elios, and then they're like, they need to report this to him, and they don't know where he is. That's why they're checking all the fucking rooms.
Is there a way that Amelia could get there a little
Yes.
discreetly?
Yes, you could get there before the guards.
Yeah. She will give a knock at that door.
You'll see Cassia open it. Good morning, Amelia.
Yes. Good morning. Just wanted to inform the Lord Aelios that there has been an incident, some sort of bombing in Lumen. House Kairos has been decapitated. It requires his immediate attention. The gods are searching for him.
Oh. Almost snaps out of her grogginess in the morning. It's like, thank you for reporting. And I'll make sure he is present at court soon.
Yes. Of course, my lady.
Thank you.
Yeah, Amelia will give a quick bow, take her leave.
As everyone you will be gathered at court, because that's kind of where you have to be technically by duty. As eventually the very terrified looking messenger will eventually deliver the news to Scott himself, as his face will darken severely. As that's where we'll end off the first session.